And as the queen,
I tell you what.
As the queen, you deserve an ice cream sandwich.
If you have the tiara, use the tiara.
Exactly.
Get yourself a Carroll Street treat, even if you don't have a tiara. I don't have one, and I have one every Friday night.
You wish you had a tiara.
Levi Vanderwide, Dustin Gulbranson up front on row number 1. He raced number 1 of 3 for the Stevens Graphics USRA Hobby Stocks. Dedicus Electric Night green flag is in the air. Dustin Gulbranson up on the high side in the number 6, going to take the early race lead. Vanderwide in second spot, under attack for Brian Clausen. Brian Clausen in the 14K running in that third spot. Caden Wessel's top side. Chad Koiker and Doug Brinkhouse round out your field. He raced number 1 of 3 for the USRA Hobby Stocks. Presented by Stevens Graphics. Top 3 will make their way into the redraw here tonight. No B features tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Everybody gets through, provided you finish the heat race. Dustin Gulbranson, your race leader. Dustin Gulbranson with the race lead. Levi Vanderwade still holding on to that second spot. Brian Clausen in third position. Caden Wessels up high in the fourth spot. Little high on the track for Wessels. Chad Koiker was able to close the gap a little bit. Now Koiker going to make a move to the inside of Wessels. Wessels coming back under full power, and he'll hang on to that fourth position. Dustin Gulbranson checking out from the rest of the pack. Levi Vanderwade, Brian Clausen, Caden Wessels, your top 4 on the field. Chad Koiker and Doug Brinkhouse round out the field. Heat race number 1 of 3, 2 to go. Gulbranson, your leader. Dustin Gulbranson with the heat race lead. Brian Clausen looking to the inside of Levi Vanderwade coming off the exit of turn 2. Clausen is there on the backstretch as they head off to turn 3. Clausen looking for a passport position, slides up in front of the 8 of Levi Vanderwade. 4th spot, Vanderwade back to 3rd. Top 3 will get the redraw. So white flag shows to the field. Final lap, heat race number 1 of 3 for the USRA Hobby Stocks, presented by Stevens Graphics of Sanborn. Checkers fly this time by for the number 6 of Dustin Gulbranson.
Dustin Gulbranson, your heat race winner. Brian Clausen and Levi Vanderwide will join him in the redraw. Caden Wessels comes home in 4th, and Chad Koiker rounds out your top 5. And Josh Bradley, another hobby stock driver, will be having a candy toss at intermission, kids. The hobby stocks of Bradley and Fitzpatrick's providing the candy here tonight for you guys down in Pizza Ranch Victory Lane.
And boy, did those boys get some candy. They've got a lot they're going to be tossing coming up at intermission. Green flag out. Heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA Hobby Stocks. Arnie DeBoer on the pole, off to the early race lead. Brandon Jurens moving into that 2nd spot. Rick Vanderwide into 3rd position, your top 3. On lap number 1, heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA Hobby Stocks here tonight. Marnie DeBoer, your race leader in the 50M machine. DeBoer with the race lead. Rick Vanderwide looking on the bottom. Brandon Jurens going to go through the middle. Jurens a little squirrely in the middle. That will extend DeBoer's lead. Vanderwide up to 2nd spot. Eric Gall in the hunt. Gall looking to the inside of Brandon Jurens for that 3rd position as Jurens sails up the track in turns 3 and 4. He'll get her back down low and move to the inside of Vanderwide for 2nd spot. Dylan Fitzpatrick knocking on the door, the back door to be specific, of Rick Vanderwide looking for position. Brandon Jurens with a great run off of 3 and 4 down the front stretch last time. Looking to keep that momentum going in the black and red 19 machine. Jurens is there challenging for the race lead, as is Rick Vanderwide. Marnie DeBoer trying to hold him off. DeBoer started on the pole. She has led the whole way. Marnie DeBoer, your race leader here in heat race number 2 of 3 for the USRA Hobby Stocks. Jurens makes his move down low. Eric Gall looking down low as well. DeBoer and Vanderwide up top. It's a 4-car battle at the front. It's about to be a 6-car battle. Brady Clausen and Dylan Fitzpatrick looking to get into the mix as well. Brandon Jurens to the race lead. Jurens to the race lead in the 19. Eric Gall will move into that second spot. DeBoer shuffled back to third, and now DeBoer high in turn number 4, nearly off the track. Fitzpatrick avoids contact with DeBoer. Has contact with Clausen, but everybody's A-OK. Dylan Fitzpatrick going to move to the inside of Rick Vanderweide for third. Action-packed final lap here in heat race number 2 of 3. USRA Hobby Stocks checkers fly the 19 of Brandon Jurens, your heat race winner.
Brandon Jurens grabbing that heat race win, and Eric Gall and Rick Vanderweide will join him in the redraw as the top 3. Dylan Fitzpatrick will grab that 4th spot ahead of Marty DeBoer in 5th. Outside of row number 1 out of George, driving the 81 VT, it's Dylan Vandentop. Inside of row 2 out of Sioux Falls, he drives the X car, that's Tyler Schlumbum. And outside of him out of Worthing, the 221 of Logan Fitzpatrick. Inside of your third and final row out of Marshall, the 2-star of Dustin Schultz. And outside of him out of Worthing, the 86 of Tracy Haluska.
Third and final heat race, Seamus McGraphics, USRA Hobby Stocks under green. Josh Bradley on to the early race lead. He starts on the pole tonight. Dylan Vandentop moving into that second spot. Tyler Schlumbum, Logan Fitzpatrick, Tracy Haluska, and Dustin Schultz. Third and final heat race for the USRA Hobby Stocks. Schlumbum looking down low. Everybody else staying mid to top. Lap number 1 complete with Josh Bradley, your race leader. Tennicus Electric Night here tonight in the Rapid Speedway as we head into Heritage Days weekend. Big thanks to all of you for coming out. Those of you that couldn't make the races tonight, thank you for tuning in on AdvantageRacing.tv. Watch out, Tyler Schlumbum. Little sideways on the entry to turn number 4. Contact with Logan Fitzpatrick, but both cars going and will stay under the green flag. Josh Bradley, your race leader. He's got a back bumper full of Dylan Vandentop right now. Vandentop challenging for that race lead. Tracy Haluska looking to get into the mix as well. Bradley with the race lead, Dylan Vandentop, Tracy Haluska, your top 3, Logan Fitzpatrick, Tyler Schlumbum, and Dustin Schultz round out your field. Third and final heat race for the USRA Hobby Stocks here tonight at the Rapid Speedway on Tennicus Electric Night. Josh Bradley, your race leader. Bradley, Vandentop, and Haluska, the first set of cars. Fitzpatrick and Schlumbum running 4th and 5th. And Dustin Schultz at the back of the pack. Top 3 will make their way into the redraw here tonight with the white flag showing for the 20B of Josh Bradley. Tracy Haluska looking to the inside of Dylan Vandentop for position. And Dylan Vandentop still a little too quick up on top of Haluska. Vandentop and Haluska, they're side by side for second. They'll have to sort it out in turn 4 and down the front stretch. Your heat race winner, the 20B of Josh Bradley.
Josh Bradley grabbing that heat race win. Dylan Vandentop and Tracy Haluska, the top 3 and into the redraw. Logan Fitzpatrick in 4th, and Tyler Schlumbum will grab the top 5.
Set to go, 8 laps is your distance. First heat race of the evening, the 20 of Brant O'Banion, 33B of Scott Brody, making up row number 1. Row 2, 15C of Carter Chevalier, and 14 of Jody Rosenboom. And row 3, the 2 of Dylan Opdahl, and 5 of Eric Lutz. 6 cars, 8 laps, first heat race of the night for the MSTS and Power Series Sprint Cars. We're green, and we'll run them through 1 and 2, where the 20 of Brant O'Banion's out to the early race lead with Carter Chevalier in second. Here comes the 14 of Jody Rosenboom to the inside of Scott Brody. Rosenboom looking for third, maybe looking for second as he comes down the front straightaway. Rosenboom to the inside of Chevalier. He'll take that spot as they race through turn number 1. Now the Frontier Bank number 14 car looks ahead. He sees Brant O'Banion in the 20 machine. O'Banion leading now with 2 laps in, 6 laps to go. His lead is 6/10 of a second. Rosenboom over the cushion, and here comes the 5 of Eric Lutz. The final starter is up to the 3rd spot and maybe looking for more as they come off of turn number 4. It's O'Banion, Rosenboom, and Lutz. Top 3 car breakaway. Chevalier, Brody, and Opdahl the rest of the running order. Lutz on the top in 3rd. Closing in a bit on the 14 of Rosenboom. He's within a half second. Rosenboom is 1.1 second off of your race leader, which continues to be the 20 of Brant O'Banion. 3 laps to go as we hit the stripe for that Dental Arch, number 20 of Brant O'Banion. Here comes Lutz to the inside of Rosenboom. That race for second down the back straightaway. Rosenboom again to the bottom at 3. That's where Lutz goes. You see the 20 of O'Banion getting the signal for 2 laps to go. Racing now for the 4th spot, deeper in the field between the 33B of Scott Brody and the 15C of Carter Chevalier. Brody has taken that spot as your leaders see the white flag. Final time into turn number 3. Brant O'Banion in the 20 machine going to come to the checkered. He'll pick up the $100 bonus from Brody Racing Engines. The 20 of Brant O'Banion will lead the duration of that one. He'll pick up the $100 Brody Racing Engines bonus. And your winner of heat race number 1. The 14 of Jody Rosenboom, 2nd. The 5 of Eric Lutz, 3rd. And the 33B of Scott Brody, 4th. Carter Chevalier, 5th in the 15C. And Dylan Opdahl, 6th in car number 2. I warned the drivers at the drivers meeting tonight that Cody Johnson, the flagman here at Rapid Speedway, and Jared Nitro, the race director for MSTS, I told them that they're crabby tonight. I warned them they're going to be looking at those starts. We'll try again here. Ballinger in the 32. Justin Henderson, the 83. A lot of laps for these drivers in their careers. A lot of them right here at the Rapid Speedway. We come to the start. Here comes Henderson around the outside. He'll grab the race lead. Henderson, as in Justin, your leader as they get to turn number 3. Ballinger runs in the 2nd spot. Groves in 3rd, followed by the 86 of Omdahl. 1 lap in, 7 laps to go in heat race number 2 of 3. The 4J of Lee Groves now working on the 32 of Dusty Ballinger for position number 2. They race into 3. Groves gets the car all sorts of loose. He's going to lose some ground, and here comes the 86 of Elliot Omdahl trying to close in on him. Omdahl works a lower line here through turns 1 and 2 with his sights all over the 4J of Lou Groves, who now pulls back away from the 86 of Omdahl. Tries to get the fishing line out and reel in the 32 of Dusty Bellinger. All of this happening well behind your race leader, Justin Henderson, singing out front to a 2-second lead. More specifically, his lead now up to 2.6 seconds over the 32 of Dusty Ballinger. Lee Groves in that 4J ride. He's got a run on the 32 of Ballinger, trying to get within about 6 car lengths as they come off turn number 4. Elliot Omdahl about 10 car lengths behind them, keeping that battle for second honest. Now Groves, big run here. He'll throw the rooster tail off of turn number 2. Dives to the bottom right behind Ballinger through 3. Groves again loose there in turn number 3 and cannot get to the tail tank of the 32 machine. Groves well off the speedway on the backstretch. He's going to lose ground, doesn't lose a position as Henderson takes the white flag. Final half circuit for Justin Henderson, who had a best lap of a 14.1. That's equal with what we saw in hot laps tonight as Justin Henderson picks up the win in heat race number 2. Checkered flag waves on heat race number 2 here tonight, picking up the victory by 4.4 seconds and a $200 bonus from Big Orv's Bar to go on top of his $100 Brody Racing Engines bonus. Your winner, the 83 of Justin Henderson. 32 Dusty Ballinger, 2nd. 4J Lee Groves, 3rd. 86 Elliot Omdahl, 4th. Taylor Forbes, 5th in the 48, and Sam Henderson, 6th in the 83H. Back in action after a little trip down south last week. He'll be joined on row number 1 by young Jacob Hughes his MSTS debut in that number 8 car here tonight. Nate Aiken in the 55, back in action this year. 29, Brandon Stevenson next to him. 33, James Brody. 12T, Tyler Drucke from the tail. Here we go. Troy Shore is going to get out to the initial lead with Aiken in the second spot. Here comes the 33 of James Brody. He'll grab third as a 29 of Brandon Stevenson and 8 of Jacob Hughes tussle now for the fourth spot. Going on right in front of the 12T of Tyler Drucke. Stevenson going around the outside of Hughes. He'll have the fourth position as they hustle back to turn 3. All of this happening behind the 12 of Troy Shore, your race leader. Drucke going to change lines deep in the field as Stevenson dips off the back straightaway in the 29. He'll lose 2 spots back to the 6th position. Battle for the second spot starting to form up. The 55 of Nate Aiken has pressure from the 33 of James Brody. Brody runs the bottom, Aiken up on the top shelf as they come off of turn number 4. Now hustle that exact same way down to turn number 1 as Brandon Stevenson goes pit side in the 29. Wheel to wheel for the second spot off of turn 2. Now to turn 3, Aiken's going to close the door. Brody going to go back to work on him as they hustle off of 4. That battle for second happening 1.5 seconds behind your race leader, the 12 of Troy Shores. 2 laps to go as they flash by the front straightaway and through the first pair of turns. Aiken slipping up the racetrack. Here comes Brody with the run off of turn number 2 and now down the backstretch. Brody going to go back to work on the top. Here comes Tyler Drucke into that mix as well as Shores takes the white flag. Final circuit, it is all the 12 of Troy Shores out front. The race for second could be settled here in the final turn. Shores going to come to the checkered flag. He'll win. Here comes Drucke around the outside. He'll steal third at the line. There's your checkered flag. Heat race number 3, picking up the $100 bonus from Brody Racing Engines as a winner, the 12 of Troy Shores. The 55 of Nate Aiken will come in the second spot. And how about the battle for third? Tyler Drucke steals that spot in the final turn. He'll finish there with James Brody in 4th, Jacob Hughes in 5th, Brandon Stevenson in the 6th spot.